guys, Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 20 epic anime entrances.
It's over 9,000! 9,000?!
For this list, we're going to be going over the times where anime characters arrived in the flashiest way possible. Think we missed an iconic entry? Let us know in the comments. And as always, if there's an anime list you want to see, go to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know. Number 20, Tsukasa murders Mufasa. Dr. Stone. How to establish yourself as the biggest threat in the stone world in one easy step. Beat up a pack of lions with your bare hands.
Genkyo.
After awakening thanks to Senku's miracle formula, Tsukasa wastes no time in displaying that he's just built different. Unfazed by his new surroundings, the high schooler acts on instinct again by beating the crap out of some hungry lions with nothing more than sheer brutality. Combine that with a dubious relationship with morality, and it's no wonder he would go on to start his own tyrannical empire. Number 19, Goku gets ready to throw down. Dragon Ball Z. It's easy to forget that back in the day, Nappa was one of the biggest threats to the world, what with him wiping out the majority of the Z fighters on his first day. Just as he's about to bring his foot down and crush Gohan's skull, his Saiyan daddy arrives just in time, fresh off his training with King Kai and ready to throw hands. It's a smaller moment in comparison to some of his more bombastic battles, but still an integral one that would set the stage for Goku's eventual showdown with his eternal rival. Number 18, Night Raid Shadow Legends. Akamega Kill. One doesn't normally sigh in relief at the sight of half a dozen assassins suddenly arriving outside their window, but for Tatsumi, it was a godsend. Before he can be torn apart by sadistic aristocrats, the Night Raid arrives on scene, via standing out in the night wind, suspended on a bridge of wires, all posing in such a way that borders on edgelord, but still comes across as legitimately badass.
情けないわね、敵前逃亡なんて。
いや、ありゃ普通逃げるでしょ。
While their tale would inevitably end in tragedy, their introduction just oozed the kind of seinen darkness we've come to adore.
ナイトレイドに就職おめでとう。
Number 17, Nono cuts a planet in half. Diebuster. You can take the anime girl out of the giant mecha, but you can't take the giant mecha out of the anime girl.
バスターマシン7号。そして。
At least when it comes to Nono, whose sudden reveal as a living buster machine was crazy in the best way possible. Warping across the solar system, wiping out giant alien tentacles in a single burst, all before flicking the overkill switch and slicing apart a whole planet. Nono is next level. Whether she's making people smile or committing interstellar genocide, she'll always be the best Robo-Girl. Number 16, Charlatan Circus of Chaos. The case study of Vanitas. Ah yes, the one thing that all vampires fear. Scary-ass clowns. As Vanitas continues to try and cure the various curses that have slowly started to consume vampire kind, he and everyone else find themselves taken to the madhouse when the demonic entity Charlatan decides to join the party. Complete with a legion of masked musicians, haunting laughter, and all kinds of crazy imagery, Anime's answer to Insane Clown Posse spared no expense in driving the cast up the wall with twisted visions of their loved ones. Number 15. Adam, father of humanity, record of Ragnarok. When you're going up a literal god, it pays to make a good first impression. A marriage between a wrestling entrance and Christian mythology, the first of all men isn't only revealed to be a spry and skilled fist fighter, happy to let his Eden Bush hang out, but also knows how to rile up a crowd. Who else do you know who enters an arena with a gaggle of wild animals while simultaneously recreating a Michelangelo painting? He truly is everyone's favorite dad. Number 14. Enter Akaza. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train. Just when Tanjiro thought their mission was finally completed, just when they had finally put an end to Enmu and his magical murder train, along came a new challenger. As the third strongest member of the Upper Moons, Akaza's status alone was a threat, enough to even put a Hashira on high alert. And then he kicked off his debut by trying to cave in Tanjiro's face while he was still down. If not for Rengoku's intervention, everyone would have been a goner. Number 13. Adam's extravagant entry, Skate the Infinity. We might as well admit to ourselves that by this point, everything that Adam does is basically a mood. En route to announce the start of a brand new tournament arc, the Matador of Love does what he does best and arrives in the most stylish way imaginable. Not only does he parachute from a low altitude, but skates his way down without skipping a beat. The man is almost inhuman in his showmanship and ability to steal the spotlight. Maybe it's just Adam's world and we're just living in it. Number 12. Saitama exterminates Elder Centipede, One Punch Man. While technically a retread of the final moments of his fight with Boros, watching Saitama unleash a serious punch right off the bat is still something of a spectacle. With the colossal-sized Elder Centipede running amok and about to munch down on King, the world's strongest yet most overlooked hero steps in to do what he does best, delivering a blow that takes out the Monster Association's secret weapon like it were nothing. Who needs pest control when you have Saitama's Fists of Fury? Number 11. Yujiro is greater than physics. Baki the Grappler. Because why just settle for cancelling out earthquakes or taking down ancient elephants when you can tell physics to piss off? Deciding to show up his son and remind him who's truly the main character, Yujiro enters the scene the only way he can, dramatically.
Yujiro!
By that we mean he leaps out of a helicopter, minus the parachute because of course, all before using a grappling hook to perfectly arch himself into a high-rise building without so much as a misstep. There really is nothing this man can't do. Number 10. Summoning Saber. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Another Holy Grail war, another chance to see our favorite king rise up to take the sword again. In the midst of a surprise attack by Lancer, Shiro is nearly speared where he stands, if not for the sudden intervention of his own heroic spirit. This not only signals the start of another magical battle royale, and another one of Shiro's crazy romance roots, but also another chance to see Saber demonstrate her own blade works against another servant that steps up to her.
あなたが私のマスターか。
Number 9, Guts the Black Swordsman. Berserk. Before the Band of the Hawk, before the Eclipse, before Griffith, there was only Guts, his giant sword, and whoever was unlucky enough to get in his way.
I'll let you live so you can take a message to your master for me. Tell him the Black Swordsman has come.
Whilst on the hunt for another apostle, Guts encounters a group of corrupt soldiers ready to have their way with the poor locals. So, naturally, he decides to introduce them to the Dragon Slayer. The way in which he bisects the bastard in half is only the first taste of Guts' unfiltered brilliance, but it sure as hell did a wonderful job of illuminating just how beastly the struggler truly is. Number 8, Ghislaine Gone Wild. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Guess that Sword King title isn't just for show. With Eris and Rudius in danger of being killed by a group of mercenaries, the Beast Woman goes on the hunt to get her young charges back. It's here we see she's more than just the muscular anime girl of our dreams. What with it only taking a single swipe of her sword to not only eviscerate every crooked merc in sight, but blast apart the entire street. She may not bark, but her bite is something everyone should fear.
しかし一体何があった？
Number 7, Ichigo saves Rukia. Bleach. So much training, so much desperation, all of it culminating in this pivotal moment when the substitute Shinigami saved his friend from execution.
Yeah.
Moments before Rukia is reduced to cinders, Ichigo appears out of nowhere, easily blocking the Phoenix about to consume her, right before partaking in one of anime's greatest rescues.
助けに来たぜ。ルキア。
Not only does it get Rukia the hell out of dodge with incredible ease, but goes on to display his strength by knocking down members of the Gote 13 everywhere he goes. Rule of cool never fails. Number 6, Alucard arrives via Ghost Ship. Hellsing Ultimate. Leave it to the King of Vampires to rock up in the most gothic fashion imaginable. Originally trapped in the middle of an ocean, Alucard uses his seemingly infinite array of abilities to hijack an empty ship and sail it all the way back to London, just in time for him to leap in the middle of a war between Iscariot and Millennium. The man just had to show up to be counted as the third faction in a conflict between thousands of crazy Catholics and Nazi vampires. What a legend. Number 5, Netero and Zeno's Dragon Dive. Hunter x Hunter. The combined assault on the Chimera Ant stronghold was truly a magnificent one, not only for how all the veteran hunters were able to coordinate with each other, but for the boss way in which these two frenemies chose to enter the fray. Descending from the sky along with a million radiant dragons, Zeno and Netero kick the battle against the royal god off in style. If the sight of these two old geezers surfing on dragons isn't enough to get you hyped, then Netero slapping Pitto away like a house cat will do the trick. Number 4, Shanks stops the war. One Piece. Concluding One Piece's arguably most magnificent arc, the arrival of red-haired Shanks stopped everything dead in its tracks. Why? Because the man is just too OP for either Marines or pirates to handle. Moments before Luffy and Kobe are killed off by the world government following Ace's death, the red hair pirates arrive on the scene, and that's pretty much it.
よくやった。若い海兵。
The sheer threat of Shanks and his crew is so intense that everyone just packed it up and called it quits. Now that's what you call an emperor.
この戦争を終わらせに来た。
Number 3, All Might is here. My Hero Academia. Turns out when the world's greatest hero stops smiling, a whole lot of people get their faces broken in.
私が来た。
As Class 1A struggles to hold off the likes of the League of Villains, All Might steps in at the last second to turn the tide of battle. In spite of his own quirk in danger of failing at any moment, he doesn't hesitate to jump the gauntlet and take on every superpowered lackey in his path.
あれをやって俺たちが。
Not even a genetically altered anti-All Might superweapon like Nomu was able to get the number 1 hero to back down when the lives of his students were on the line. Plus Ultra all the way.
大丈夫。
Number 2, Naruto and the Toad Squad. Naruto Shippuden. After suffering under the weight of Pain's attack, the Hidden Leaf Village is left in ruins.
お願いナルト
How fitting that, during the village's darkest hour, Naruto makes his triumphant return, on the back of 2 giant toads, all of whom are ready to throw down. With his summoned squad by his side, along with his newfound mastery of Sage Mode, the once reviled outcast becomes the village's savior, as he takes on the full force of the 6 Paths of Pain, all by his lonesome, going from exile to hero in an instant.
あるのは。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Toyotomi drops the mic, arrows. Sengoku Basara, Samurai Kings. Keep in mind, this is a world where your average swordsman is fueled by anime logic to the fullest degree, in that they've all got glowing auras and can unleash crazy attacks like it's going out of fashion. And then you have Toyotomi. Stepping into the spotlight after the fall of Oda Nobunaga, this giant of a man lays claim to the throne with one decisive display of strength, in that he deflects an entire armada's worth of arrows with a casual swing of his arm. That's some crazy shit right there. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.